Mark time. Mark. Okay. Keep down. Oh. Please remain standing and let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now I'd like to welcome Detective Jason Ehrenhart from the Carroll County Sheriff's Office. If you haven't heard him before, he does an awesome national anthem, and he does it a cappella.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jason. Awesome as always. Now, John Osler is going to sing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Welcome to today's ceremony, and thank you for attending. Again, I love Carroll County. I'm honored to be with you today on such an important occasion. Today we honor our service members, remember their sacrifices, and the courage it takes to defend and protect our country. Sometimes we take it for granted, but we never should. Who here today served currently or served in the past in any way for the Army? Just raise your hands. How about the Navy? Air Force? Marines? Coast Guard? And relatively new, the Space Force. Thank you so much for selflessly serving and answering the call to duty. You risk your lives to defend our country's freedom. Now, any family members who have served or are serving, please raise your hands. We know you experience difficult times to support your loved ones, and we thank you all for all you did and all you do. Please raise your hands, family members. Let's stand again and reflect during a moment of silence for POWs, MIAs, and fallen veterans. Thank you. Following that, we'd be remiss if we didn't skip this group. If we did skip this group, let's offer a big round of applause and a heartfelt thank you to any Gold or Blue Star moms and families in the audience. And again, thank you every group we recognized. We honor you today. The commissioners are so excited to offer this Veterans Celebration. This event is a result of the excellent partnership between the county and the Veterans Advisory Council, which brainstormed the idea back in 2022. The vision of these festivities is not only to celebrate and honor veterans and their families, but also provide an opportunity to share an awesome amount of information. This is a great event, and please visit all of the sponsors and stands and information that's out here. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the Veterans Advisory Council Chairman Bill Nash and all the members of that planning committee and that committee. Please raise your hands and be recognized if you're on the Veterans Advisory or you're on the planning convention for today. Bill, would you like to say a few words?
Yes. As a veteran, I am honored that our community is so supportive of our military, past and present. I am Bill Nash, Chairman of the Carroll County Veterans Advisory Council. There are many thanks that are due today. Thanks to the county commissioners, the taxpayers, and the many donors who made this celebration financially possible. A special thanks to Bob Eney for being the chairman of this program. Bob is out here somewhere. Thanks to the veteran service organizations for volunteering their time to be here. Thanks to the military vehicle owners for sharing with us along with the cannon owners and the artillery crews. And a huge thanks to the Carroll County Bureau of Aging and Veteran Services, Celine Steckel and her staff, for the continued advocacy for Carroll County veterans. Please enjoy the celebration and do not forget the displays in the farmhouse and the blacksmith shop. If you see a staff member walking around or in a golf cart, please thank them at the same time with all veterans that you see. It's been said 1,000 times, but veterans and active military, thank you for your service. If you get by the Hampstead American Legion tent Miss Poppy is there this afternoon. She'll be there for a little while. She's my 18-month-old granddaughter. Stop and say hi. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. And we appreciate everybody you mentioned. A huge shout out to our sponsors who contributed to this event. Let's give a round of applause for our stage sponsor, Performance Food Group. Golf cart sponsor, the Colored Foundation. Thank you so much for your support. We also appreciate and recognize the additional sponsors: ACNB Insurance Services, Axe Retirement Life Communities, American Design and Build, CJ Miller LLC, Life Med Institute, Right at Home, Sterling Water, who donated all the water that you're probably currently drinking, Westminster Strength and Conditioning. Thanks for all the sponsors. Again, Carroll County works so well together, has amazing partners. Today's event would not have happened without them. We like to express our sincere gratitude to, and I'm looking at the list, wondering who we skipped, and I apologize ahead of time. All the veteran service organizations participating today. The band Midnight Run. The business and government partners and nonprofits that also supported today. The Department of Citizen Services, the Department of Rec and Parks, the Green Terrell and Lynx mascots, Fire and EMS, people who brought military equipment for display, local veterans who donated items for the museum display, volunteers and staff working the event, and probably most importantly, the Farm Museum for being our host today. And I'm sure they were here early setting up, and they'll be here long after we're going cleaning up. I'd also like to recognize some elected and public officials with us today. Commissioner Joe Vigliotti, who will be older tomorrow. Commissioner Tom Gordon. Commissioner Michael Gerens with his son at college, I think, today. Commissioner Ed Rothstein. Haven Shoemaker. And Bob Finn's with us. He's the special advisor to Secretary Anthony Woods, formerly Deputy Secretary of the Maryland's Department of Veterans and Military Families, and one of his big focus, he'll speak to you in a couple minutes, but one of his big focus is the VA home that's going to be built down in Sykesville. Did I mention Haven Shoemaker, State's Attorney? And I'm not sure, is Dr. Julia Jaskin, president of McDaniel College? I almost said Western Maryland. Is she here? I know the mascot's running around. That's not the president in costume, is it? Then we have Dr. Rose Mintz from Carroll Community College. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce District 3 Commissioner Tom Gordon to say a few additional words.
Good. Thank you for being here today. I'm proud to honor our heroes, the women and men who have selflessly served to protect and defend this country. Every one of you are valued, and we praise and remember your courage and dedication. And above all, we are here to say thank you. I hope this is a great day for all veterans joining us, and I encourage you to stop to talk to the many service organizations here to support you. The Carroll County Way has always been collaboration with the entire community. The county commissioners are committed to providing the best veteran service program, not only in the state, but in the country, and we are well on our way to achieving that goal. Also at this time, I would like to introduce Bob Finn. Bob is a senior advisor to Secretary Anthony Woods and former Deputy Secretary of Maryland Department of Veterans and Military Families.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I bring greetings from Governor Moore and Maryland Veterans Secretary Anthony Woods. I want to thank the county commissioners for inviting us here today, and I also want to thank them for having this event. As I've been talking to some participants out here, I don't know of another county that does something quite like this, especially none that I know of that does an outside event like this. So I think we're very privileged to have the commissioners and the veterans organizations that put so much effort in supporting something as big as this. And we thank them very much for inviting us here. I was here a year ago, and I talked about the fact that we finally had an architect to design this Sykesville home, which is on Slacks Road, about a quarter mile just north of the Sykesville American Legion. Well, here we are today, and not only have we designed the home, but we're going to finish the construction plans here by the end of June. And after that happens, by the end of June, we're waiting for one thing, waiting for the VA to give us the money. It's $117 million that they need to give us to help get that home going. And we need your help. We need your help because there's not enough money in the VA budget for that right now. But there is a bill out called the Veterans First Act of 2025, which takes $2 billion of unobligated, wasteful money from USAID that you've all heard about and transfer that money to the Department of Veterans Affairs specifically and only to pay for the $1.2 billion of veterans homes across this country that need that money. So you all have legislators and people represent you, so I need you to contact your representatives in Washington and tell them to pass that act. It's going to sit and die if somebody doesn't get behind it. We start talking to our representatives about getting that bill passed and signed into law, and we can get that Sykesville homes constructed starting next year. Once it gets started, it'll take 2 years to get it done. The total cost of that project is about, right now, it's about $190 million for that home. 128 bed, 2,008 square feet, 208,000 square feet veterans home. It'll be a state-of-the-art home, and we need your help in order to get it done. So with that being said, the last thing I want to say is a challenge to you veterans out here. For my 10 years or more working in Veterans Affairs, I can tell you there's probably at least one veteran out here that has not ever shown up and signed up and asked for any benefits or medical care. That's a big mistake. It's a big mistake. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family. And second to that is a veteran out here who has increased their illness as a result of military service, and he has some kind of disability already, maybe 10, 20, 30%. But as we get older, things get worse, right? It doesn't get better with your health. So you need to go see a service officer and get upgraded in your disability compensation. And they're over there in the pavilions and in the tents. So we need the veterans to go out there and go speak to your veteran service officer and get looked at and taken care of. You deserve it. You earned it. So thank you very much, and God bless America.
Now it is time for a special moment that we have as a tradition at our annual celebration, special recognition for veterans who have served. This year, the committee chose to hold a reception for those who served during the Cold War era. So in a moment after the color guard retires the colors, all those who have served during the Cold War era and want to receive a certificate and a special commemorative challenge coin, please meet us over by the flags, which will be over at the Rose Garden over there to my left. Also, any elected and public official representatives who would like to participate, please join us. And to everyone else, this completes our brief ceremony. Please enjoy all there is to see and do here today. And the celebration, the fantastic band Midnight Run, is up next and will begin at 2 o'clock. And at this time, I ask everybody to stand for the retiring of the colors. Color guard, if you could, please then retire the colors. And we look forward to seeing you all next year on Sunday, May 3rd, 2026 for a special 5-year celebration. Thank you.
Thank you.